What happens when a royal known for staying under the radar suddenly steps into the spotlight? Peter Phillips, Princess Anne's eldest child, has long lived under the radar until now. His new relationship with Harriet Sperling, a compassionate nurse, has captivated public attention and sparked questions about love, tradition, and the evolving face of the monarchy. What does this relationship mean for Peter's role within the royal family? Could it signal a shift in how modern royals balance personal freedom and public expectations? And how will the public and the monarchy respond to this unexpected turn? Let's delve into all of its details. The British royal family has always been a source of fascination, their lives unfolding like a modern-day fairy tale intertwined with centuries of tradition. While the spotlight usually focuses on senior members like King Charles III or Prince William, every now and then someone unexpectedly steps into view, sparking public intrigue. This time, it's Peter Phillips, the eldest grandchild of Queen Elizabeth II and Princess Anne's only son. Known for his low-profile life and deliberate distance from royal titles, Peter has quietly captivated the public with news of a new chapter in his personal life. His relationship with Harriet Sperling, a compassionate and grounded nurse, has shifted attention his way in a way that feels both surprising and refreshing. For much of his life, Peter Phillips has been the quiet royal. Born without a title, a decision made intentionally by his mother, Princess Anne, he grew up in a unique space, both connected to and distanced from the monarchy. This lack of formal status offered him freedoms that many of his cousins, such as William and Harry, could never enjoy. Yet the connection to the royal family meant that the public always kept a watchful eye on Peter, intrigued by the ways he navigated life outside the traditional royal mold. Peter's upbringing was shaped by Princess Anne's pragmatic and forward-thinking approach to parenting. Anne, known for her no-nonsense demeanor, famously declined the offer of royal titles for both Peter and his younger sister, Zara Tyndall. Her reasoning was simple. She wanted her children to experience life beyond the rigid expectations of royalty. This decision allowed Peter to attend regular schools, participate in sports, and pursue a career based on his own interests rather than family obligations. However, growing up as the eldest grandchild of the reigning monarch still came with its share of responsibilities and public attention. Despite the occasional public appearance at royal events, Peter managed to maintain a relatively private existence. He carved out a career in the corporate world, working in sports marketing and consultancy roles. His life, while connected to the royal family, unfolded in a manner that seemed deliberately ordinary, a stark contrast to the glittering lives often associated with royalty. Peter's marriage to Autumn Kelly, a Canadian management consultant, further cemented this image. Their wedding in 2008 was celebrated as a union of modern sensibilities and traditional royal values. The couple welcomed two daughters, Savannah and Isla, and for a time, Peter seemed to embody the ideal of a balanced, grounded, royal-adjacent life. That image began to shift in 2020 when Peter and Autumn announced their separation. While the divorce was handled amicably, it marked a significant change in Peter's carefully managed public persona. Suddenly, the quiet royal became a topic of tabloid speculation. How would this separation impact his life? What did it say about the pressures faced by even the most understated members of the royal family? These questions lingered as Peter retreated back into the privacy he had always cherished. Now Peter has re-entered the public conversation, this time with news that has both delighted and intrigued royal watchers. His relationship with Harriet Sperling, a nurse with a warm and empathetic reputation, has become a focal point of media attention. The couple made their first public appearance together at the badminton horse trials in May 2024, a casual yet significant debut that hinted at the seriousness of their relationship. Their chemistry was undeniable, and the public quickly took notice of Harriet's grounded nature, which seemed to complement Peter's quiet demeanor. Harriet Sperling's background sets her apart from many partners of royal family members. While she is not from an aristocratic or high-profile lineage, her career as a nurse reflects values of compassion, service, and resilience, qualities that resonate deeply with the public and align with the ethos of the royal family. Her presence alongside Peter at Royal Ascot further solidified the impression that their relationship is not just a fleeting romance, but a meaningful connection. For Peter, the decision to step into the public eye with Harriet is a notable departure from his usual reticence. Historically, he has kept his personal life shielded from scrutiny, preferring to maintain a low profile even during major royal events. His willingness to share this aspect of his life suggests a newfound confidence, and perhaps a desire to redefine his public identity. It's a move that reflects not only his personal growth but also a broader shift in how the royal family approaches modern relationships. The timing of this revelation is particularly significant. It comes at a moment when the royal family is undergoing a generational transition, adapting to a world where privacy is increasingly elusive. For Peter, who has long straddled the line between royal obligations and personal freedom, this relationship with Harriet represents more than just a new romance. It symbolizes the evolving dynamics of the monarchy itself. In many ways, Peter's story mirrors the challenges faced by the younger generation of royals, who must navigate the intersection of tradition and modernity. Public reaction to Peter and Harriet's relationship has been a mix of enthusiasm and curiosity. Many have welcomed the news, seeing it as a heartwarming development for a royal who has often stayed out of the limelight. Harriet's profession as a nurse has also drawn admiration, with commentators praising her dedication to a career of service. In an era where relatability often trumps grandeur, Harriet's grounded personality has made her an appealing figure in the public's eyes. However, not all reactions have been positive. Some critics have questioned the increased attention on Peter and Harriet, arguing that it shifts focus away from more senior members of the royal family. Others have speculated about the implications of their relationship, wondering how it might influence Peter's position within the royal fold. While Peter has no official royal duties and is not a titled member of the family, his actions still carry symbolic weight, particularly as the monarchy seeks to modernize its image. Princess Anne's perspective on this development is one of the most intriguing aspects of the story. Known for her practicality and discretion, Anne has always prioritized her children's happiness over public opinion. Her decision to raise Peter and Zara without titles was rooted in a desire to protect them from the pressures of royal life, while still instilling a sense of responsibility and service. It is likely that Anne views Peter's relationship with Harriet as a continuation of the values she worked to impart. Values of authenticity, independence, and dedication. Peter's relationship with Harriet also serves as a reminder of the unique position he occupies within the royal family. While he lacks a title, his lineage ensures that his actions are never entirely free from public interest. This duality of being both a private citizen and a member of one of the world's most famous families has defined much of Peter's life. His relationship with Harriet brings this dynamic into sharp focus, highlighting both the freedoms he enjoys and the expectations he cannot escape. The couple's decision to go public with their relationship reflects a shift not only in Peter's personal life, but also in the way the monarchy interacts with the public. In the past, royal relationships were often shrouded in secrecy until formal announcements were made. Today, there is a growing openness, a willingness to share personal stories in a way that feels authentic and relatable. This shift aligns with broader societal changes, where transparency and individuality are increasingly valued. As the public continues to follow Peter and Harriet's journey, it becomes clear that their relationship is about more than just personal happiness. It represents a moment of evolution for the royal family, a step toward embracing modern values while remaining rooted in tradition. For Peter, this chapter marks a new beginning, one that holds the promise of love, connection, and a renewed sense of purpose. Peter Phillips and Harriet Sperling's relationship has not only captured the public's attention, but also reignited discussions about the royal family's approach to balancing private lives with public roles. For years, Peter has managed to maintain a relatively low profile, but this new chapter in his personal life has brought him into sharper focus. The revelation of their relationship has prompted speculation about how the royal family, particularly Princess Anne, King Charles III, and other senior members, view this development. Princess Anne, renowned for her pragmatic outlook, has likely approached Peter's decision with characteristic composure. Anne has long emphasized the importance of personal responsibility and independence, values that have shaped her son's approach to life. While she is famously protective of her children, she has also respected their autonomy, allowing them to make their own choices. In Harriet Sperling, Anne may see a partner who embodies the grounded and service-oriented qualities she admires. As someone who has always placed duty above spectacle, Anne's reaction to the media frenzy surrounding Peter and Harriet is likely one of quiet support rather than overt involvement. King Charles III's perspective, however, offers a different dimension to the unfolding story. As the reigning monarch, Charles is deeply aware of the delicate balance the royal family must maintain between tradition and modernity. His own life has been a testament to this tension, marked by moments of intense public scrutiny and personal reinvention. Charles's efforts to streamline the monarchy and present a more modern image suggest that he values authenticity and adaptability, qualities that Peter and Harriet's relationship may symbolize. However, as the head of the family, Charles is also acutely conscious of the media's relentless gaze and the potential implications of heightened attention on any royal-adjacent relationship. Public fascination with Peter and Harriet's relationship underscores a broader shift in how the monarchy is perceived. For decades, royal relationships were often cloaked in secrecy until formal announcements were made, a strategy designed to control the narrative and minimize public intrusion. Today, however, there is a growing appetite for transparency, driven in part by a younger generation that values relatability over exclusivity. Peter's willingness to step into the public eye with Harriet reflects this changing dynamic, presenting a more accessible image of the royal family. While much of the media coverage surrounding Peter and Harriet has been positive, focusing on their compatibility and shared values, it has also fueled speculation about the broader implications for the royal family. Harriet's background as a nurse has drawn admiration, with many praising her dedication to a career that embodies compassion and service. Her profession, far removed from the aristocratic circles often associated with royal partners, has struck a chord with the public, further enhancing her appeal. This relatability, however, comes with its own challenges, as Harriet must navigate the intense scrutiny that accompanies any relationship linked to the monarchy. For Harriet, stepping into Peter's world means adapting to a level of public interest that few people ever experience. While her life before meeting Peter was defined by the quiet heroism of her work as a nurse, she now finds herself in a vastly different role. The attention, while not entirely unexpected, represents a significant adjustment for someone accustomed to a life outside the spotlight. Harriet's ability to handle this scrutiny will likely shape not only her relationship with Peter, but also her broader public image. The royal family's response to Peter and Harriet's relationship is equally significant. In recent years, the monarchy has sought to present a united and inclusive front, particularly during moments of transition and challenge. How the family embraces Harriet, both publicly and privately, will send a message about its willingness to evolve with the times. Acceptance and support from senior royals, especially King Charles and Queen Camilla, would reflect a broader commitment to modernizing the monarchy while preserving its core values. Despite the public's growing interest in Peter and Harriet, their relationship also highlights the unique challenges faced by non-titled royals. Peter's decision to share this part of his life openly has invited comparisons to his more prominent cousins, such as Prince William and Prince Harry, who have navigated their relationships under far greater public scrutiny. However, Peter's lack of a formal title has afforded him a certain freedom, allowing him to approach his personal life with a degree of privacy that his titled relatives cannot enjoy. This freedom, however, is not without its limits. As the son of Princess Anne and grandson of Queen Elizabeth II, Peter occupies a space where his actions carry symbolic weight, even if they do not have official consequences. His relationship with Harriet, though deeply personal, inevitably becomes part of the broader narrative about the royal family's evolution. This duality, of being both an individual and a representative of the monarchy, defines much of Peter's life, and his ability to navigate it with grace is a testament to the values instilled in him by his mother. The shadow of Peter's previous marriage to Autumn Kelly also looms large in the conversation surrounding his new relationship. Autumn, a management consultant from Canada, entered Peter's life in the early 2000s, and their relationship quickly became a symbol of modern royal sensibilities. The couple's wedding in 2008 was a widely celebrated event, blending traditional royal pageantry with contemporary touches. Their two daughters, Savannah and Isla, were born into a family that seemed to embody the balance of royal heritage and modern family life. However, as the pressures of balancing personal and public responsibilities mounted, cracks began to appear in Peter and Autumn's marriage. Their separation in 2020, though amicable, was a reminder of the challenges faced by even the most grounded royal relationships. For Peter, the divorce marked a turning point, forcing him to reassess his priorities and navigate life as a single father. His relationship with Harriet represents a new beginning, but it also invites comparisons to his past, adding another layer of complexity to his public narrative. The media's role in shaping the perception of Peter and Harriet's relationship cannot be overstated. From tabloid headlines speculating about their future to in-depth profiles exploring Harriet's background, the coverage has been both relentless and varied. While some stories have focused on the positive aspects of their relationship, such as their shared values and compatibility, others have delved into the challenges of integrating a new partner into the royal family's complex dynamics. This duality in coverage reflects the broader tension between curiosity and criticism that often defines public interest in the monarchy. For Peter and Harriet, this moment represents a delicate balancing act. On one hand, their openness about their relationship signals a willingness to embrace modern expectations of transparency and authenticity. On the other, it requires navigating a media landscape that often blurs the line between legitimate interest and invasive scrutiny. How they manage this balance will likely shape not only their relationship, but also their public legacy. At the heart of this story is a question that has long defined the royal family. How does an institution rooted in tradition adapt to the demands of a modern world? Peter and Harriet's relationship, while deeply personal, serves as a microcosm of this larger challenge. It reflects the monarchy's ongoing effort to remain relevant and relatable in an era where public figures are expected to be both accessible and aspirational. For Princess Anne, this development is likely a source of both pride and reflection. Anne's decision to raise Peter and Zara without titles was a deliberate choice, designed to shield them from the pressures of royal life while still instilling a sense of duty and responsibility. This balance of independence and connection has defined Peter's approach to life, and his relationship with Harriet is a continuation of that legacy. In many ways, Anne's influence can be seen in Peter's ability to navigate this moment with grace and authenticity. As the public continues to follow Peter and Harriet's journey, the focus will inevitably shift to what their relationship represents for the future of the royal family. Will it inspire other members of the younger generation to approach their personal lives with similar openness? Or will it prompt a re-evaluation of how the monarchy balances tradition and modernity? These questions, while speculative, highlight the broader implications of this seemingly personal story. For now, Peter and Harriet remain at the center of a narrative that is as much about the royal family's evolution as it is about their own lives. Their relationship, marked by a blend of modern sensibilities and traditional values, offers a glimpse into the future of a monarchy that must continually adapt to survive. As their story unfolds, it serves as a reminder that behind the titles and traditions, the royals are ultimately human, navigating the same joys and challenges that define all relationships. The growing interest in Peter Phillips' relationship with Harriet Sperling signals a larger shift in how the British royal family is viewed in modern times. While the monarchy has always been a symbol of tradition, moments like these remind the public of its humanity. Peter's journey, from a low-profile royal to someone now sharing a deeply personal aspect of his life, reflects the evolving dynamics within the family. It also raises questions about the future of the monarchy, as younger members increasingly define their roles on their own terms. Public fascination with Peter and Harriet is not solely about their relationship. It's also a reflection of a society that craves relatability in its leaders and public figures. The days of untouchable royals whose lives were shrouded in mystery are largely over. Today's audience seeks authenticity and openness, qualities that Peter and Harriet seem to embody. In Harriet, many see a woman who represents everyday values, dedication to her work, compassion, and independence. These traits have endeared her to the public and sparked discussions about what it means to be part of the royal fold. For Harriet, the journey into royal-adjacent life comes with its own challenges. Her previous life, focused on her career as a nurse, was worlds away from the scrutiny and expectations that now accompany her every move. Unlike Peter, who has lived his entire life in the public eye, Harriet is new to this level of visibility. Adjusting to this reality requires a blend of resilience, adaptability, and support, qualities she and Peter seem to share. While the public has largely embraced Harriet, the intense media focus on her background and relationship with Peter serves as a reminder of the pressures faced by anyone connected to the royal family. Every detail of her life, her career, her upbringing, her interactions with Peter's daughters is dissected by the press and the public alike. This level of scrutiny can be overwhelming. Yet it is also an opportunity for Harriet to carve out her own identity within the royal narrative. By staying true to her values and maintaining her sense of self, Harriet has the potential to redefine what it means to be part of a modern royal relationship. Peter's daughters, Savannah and Isla, also play an important role in this unfolding story. As the children of a non-titled royal, they have been raised with a degree of privacy, that their cousins, such as Prince George and Princess Charlotte, do not enjoy. However, their father's relationship with Harriet introduces a new dynamic into their lives. Public curiosity about how Harriet interacts with Savannah and Isla has been palpable, with many wondering how this blended family will navigate their new reality. For Peter, ensuring that his daughters feel supported and valued remains a top priority, and Harriet's ability to connect with them will likely shape the future of their relationship. The royal family's response to Peter and Harriet's relationship offers insight into the institution's evolving nature. In recent years, the monarchy has demonstrated a willingness to adapt to changing societal expectations. The marriage of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, for example, marked a significant moment of modernization, with Meghan bringing her own unique perspective and experiences to the royal family. While Peter and Harriet's relationship operates on a different scale, it carries similar implications for how the monarchy integrates new partners who represent modern values. King Charles III's reign has been defined in part by his efforts to present a more streamlined and relatable monarchy. His emphasis on sustainability, community service, and modern leadership reflects his vision for a royal family that is connected to the public it serves. In this context, Peter and Harriet's relationship aligns with Charles's goals, showcasing a blend of traditional values and contemporary sensibilities. Their story highlights the importance of individuality within the framework of a collective royal identity, a theme that resonates strongly in today's world. Princess Anne's influence on Peter's approach to this new chapter in his life cannot be overstated. Anne's own experiences with love, family, and public life have shaped her into one of the most respected members of the royal family. Her ability to balance personal challenges with unwavering dedication to her duties has long been a source of inspiration. For Peter, Anne's example serves as a guiding light as he navigates the complexities of his relationship with Harriet and its implications for his public image. The public's perception of Harriet has been overwhelmingly positive, but there are always those who question the impact of such relationships on the royal family's image. Critics argue that the monarchy's increasing openness risks eroding the mystique that has traditionally set it apart. This tension between tradition and modernity is a recurring theme in royal history, and Peter and Harriet's story is the latest chapter in this ongoing debate. For the monarchy to remain relevant, it must find a way to balance these competing forces, something that Peter's relationship with Harriet exemplifies. The media's role in shaping the narrative around Peter and Harriet cannot be ignored. From tabloid speculation to thoughtful analyses, the coverage of their relationship has been both relentless and varied. While some outlets have focused on the romantic aspects of their story, others have delved into its broader implications for the monarchy. This duality in coverage reflects the public's multifaceted interest in the royal family, which ranges from fascination with their personal lives to a deeper curiosity about their role in society. For Peter, managing this media attention is a delicate task. Unlike his cousins William and Harry, who have been at the center of royal media coverage for decades, Peter's experience with the press has been more sporadic. This relative inexperience with intense scrutiny presents both challenges and opportunities. On one hand, it allows Peter and Harriet to shape their narrative in a way that feels authentic. On the other hand, it requires them to navigate the pitfalls of public life with care and intention. One of the most intriguing aspects of this story is the way it reflects broader societal changes. The monarchy, long viewed as a symbol of continuity, is increasingly being asked to demonstrate its relevance in a modern world. Peter and Harriet's relationship offers a microcosm of this evolution, blending traditional royal values with a more contemporary approach to life and love. Their story resonates with a public that values authenticity and individuality, even within the framework of an institution as historically significant as the monarchy. As the public watches this relationship unfold, questions about its future inevitably arise. Will Peter and Harriet take on a more visible role within the royal family, using their story to connect with a modern audience? Or will they choose to retreat from the spotlight, prioritizing their personal happiness over public attention? These questions reflect the broader challenges faced by the younger generation of royals, who must navigate a world that increasingly demands both accessibility and privacy. The future of the royal family will be shaped by how it responds to moments like these. Relationships like Peter and Harriet's while deeply personal, carry broader implications for how the monarchy is perceived and understood. They represent a new chapter in the ongoing story of a family that has endured for centuries, adapting to the changing needs and expectations of the society it serves. For Harriet, stepping into this role is as much about preserving her individuality as it is about embracing her connection to the royal family. Her career as a nurse and her grounded personality have already made her a beloved figure in the public's eyes. By staying true to herself, Harriet has the potential to redefine what it means to be part of a royal relationship in the 21st century. For Peter, this chapter represents an opportunity to further define his own identity. As someone who has long straddled the line between royal obligations and personal freedom, his relationship with Harriet offers a chance to explore what it means to live authentically within the framework of his family's legacy. By embracing this moment with grace and intention, Peter can set an example for others in the royal family who may face similar challenges. Ultimately, Peter and Harriet's story is about more than just their relationship. It's about the evolution of an institution that has long been a cornerstone of British identity. It's about the ways in which tradition and modernity can coexist, creating a monarchy that is both timeless and relevant. And it's about the power of personal connection to transcend even the most rigid of traditions, reminding us all that behind the crowns and titles, the royals are, at their core, human. As this story continues to unfold, it serves as a reminder of the resilience and adaptability of the British monarchy. Peter and Harriet's journey, though unique in its details, reflects a universal truth. The pursuit of love, happiness, and identity is a journey that transcends status, wealth, and history. In a world that is constantly changing, their story is a testament to the enduring power of connection, both within the royal family and beyond. With that, we have reached the end of today's video. If you have come this far with us, be sure to check out other videos on the channel.